Welcome to the Imhotep Academy Parent Orientation Webinar, which is an overview of our Parent Handbook. Imhotep Academy welcomes you to this school year. As you experience this year with your child, you will become part of our many years of educating children and preparing them for an ever-changing world. We strive to foster intellectual curiosity and critical thinking by providing a rigorous core academic program taught in flexible and innovative ways. Imhotep has designed this handbook to provide you with information about our school policies, procedures, curriculum, special programs, and parent involvement. Please review this booklet carefully. It is a guide to a successful year. The Imhotep Academy administrators reserve the right to make changes and updates with notice to the parent handbook as necessary. Thank you and welcome to an environment of extraordinary learners. Sincerely, Imhotep administrators. Our mission. Imhotep Academy is committed to the development of the whole child. We believe that it is our responsibility to develop children mentally, physically, and intellectually to have a passion for learning supported by academic excellence and scholarship, moral values and character traits that positively foster future success, knowledge of self and community to strengthen confidence, leadership, social responsibility, and citizenship, a healthy, safe, engaged, and supportive educational environment. Our vision. Imhotep Academy strives to develop scholars and future leaders while continuing to provide broad and accelerated academic experiences. Our philosophy. Imhotep Academy is dedicated to sound scholarship and academics that foster the development of curiosity and independent thought, enables our students to acquire the skills, knowledge, and self-respect which are appropriate foundations for lifelong learning and personal development, believes that children have special talents and abilities that develop at different rates, and that they learn best using a variety of academic disciplines. Provides a well-balanced program that balances physical development and sound growth. Provides each student with accelerated academics that challenges students on and above their grade level. Encourages collaborative, action-based, and constructive learning environments. Invites parents to understand and actively support the school's vision, mission, and goals. Here is our school calendar with important dates to consider. A larger view is available in the Parent Handbook and on our school website. This slide includes information regarding our Pre-K4 school year and hours. Our Pre-K4 class is a 12-month program beginning in August and ending in July. Please note the school hours for our Pre-K4 program. This slide includes information regarding our kindergarten through 8th grade school year. Our kindergarten through 8th grade classes begin in August and end in May. Please note the school hours for kindergarten through 8th grade. Here is a list of required enrollment documents. If you have questions about documents that need to be submitted, please contact our main office. Admissions policy. Imhotep Academy offers high-quality education for students in a safe environment. Our teachers are committed to working hard, challenging, and supporting each student as they achieve academic excellence. It is also the responsibility of Imhotep Academy to set policies and procedures that adhere to the beliefs and culture of the school. Imhotep Academy promises to take this responsibility seriously as we enter a mutual partnership with each family. Imhotep Academy reserves the right to immediately discontinue service if a student's needs cannot be met, financial obligations are not kept, if families are not in compliance with the policies, procedures, and teaching practices. Admissions and waiting list. Imhotep Academy welcomes children of all abilities pending a review of enrollment expectations. All families will be given equal opportunity to apply for admission. If space is not available at the time of application, students may be placed on a waiting list. Placement from the waiting list is determined on a first come, first served basis. Pre-K 4 information. School environment. Introducing your child to their first school experience can be an exciting yet stressful time for child and parent. Your cooperation is necessary for a quick and pleasant future. After you visit the school with your child, discuss what his or her routine will be daily. If you bring your child to school after 8:30 a.m., in order to make the transition from home to school smooth, please exit as soon as possible as to not cause a melancholy mood in your child or others who may not have made the adjustment. Imhotep staff will assist with this transition. Parents are asked to supply the school in writing with any information which will help the staff to better understand their child. Late birthdays. Students with late birthdays after September 1st will be required to attend pre-K for 2 years. Students are not automatically promoted to kindergarten after attending pre-K for 1 year. Pre-K 4 information continued. Personal items. Personal items must be labeled, such as coats, sweaters, extra clothes, hats, gloves, everything. The school will not be responsible for misplaced items. Do not bring toys or other valuables without first clearing it with the teacher. All students nap daily. Please be sure your child has his or her labeled sheet, blanket, and pillowcase for this purpose. Students should have outside wear that is suited for the weather in order to allow daily outdoor play. Students should have a pair of indoor shoes which will be worn inside the classroom. Each student's cubby should contain the following: a self-locking plastic bag containing one complete change of clothes, including underwear and socks. It is the parent's responsibility to check their child's book bag daily for notices or items that need to be replaced. Parents must provide a 2-week notice before a student may be withdrawn. Inclusion policy. Policy statement. Imhotep Academy is committed to providing developmentally appropriate learning and academic experiences for every child enrolled in our school. We believe that each child is unique. Therefore, we work in partnership with families and other professionals involved with the child to provide the support every child needs to reach their full potential. In some cases, students may not be accepted to enroll at Imhotep if the student's needs exceed Imhotep Academy's ability to serve them in our general educational settings with our modifications, accommodations, and professional recommendations. If needed, when a student is not accepted, Imhotep Academy will make a referral for an appropriate educational setting. Professional development and support for staff. Training and support are provided to ensure that all staff are comfortable, confident, and competent to meet the developmental and educational needs of all children. All staff receive an orientation on inclusion policies, and attend training focused on effective inclusion and or other disability topics whenever possible. The administrators provide additional support and resources as appropriate. Inclusion policy continued. Please take a moment to review the information included on this slide, which reviews our inclusive environment as well as collaboration with other professionals. Confidentiality. Confidentiality applies to all verbal and written information about potential, enrolling, and previously enrolled children and their families. All staff will be briefed on the need for confidentiality and will be expected to fulfill their obligation to respect the protection of privacy. Written records will be stored in a secure location with access to administrators and the child's teacher. No information will be released about a child and the parent or legal guardian during enrollment or transition from Imhotep without receiving the written permission of the parent or guardian. This excludes the responsibility held by educators as mandated reporters of suspected child abuse and neglect as outlined in the Georgia law or when information is subpoenaed by court. This slide and the slide that follows displays a reminder about your tuition and financial commitment. The tuition amount and monthly payment schedule is updated annually. A larger view of this information is available in our Parent Handbook. This is a continuation of the finance information. Please note the PTA membership commitment located at the bottom of the slide. PTA membership is mandatory for all families. Arrival and attendance. Arrival. Students who arrive between 7:45 a.m. and 8:20 a.m. may be dropped off at the car loop and go directly to class. Parents must park and walk students to their building door after 8:20 a.m. Students arriving after 8:30 a.m. are tardy and must be signed into school at the main office by a parent or guardian. The parent or guardian will be required to escort their child or children to class if the class is in a different building. Students who arrive after 8:40 a.m. will be required to wait in a designated tardy room until the second period class begins. Please see tardy procedures on the next slide. Attendance. It is very important that students attend school every day. When students are absent, they miss the classroom instruction that makes them successful in school. Too many absences can hinder students from staying on track and maintaining good grades. Please note the following expectations regarding attendance. Tardiness, early dismissal, and parking. Tardy procedures. Late arrival is a disruption of the school program. It is extremely important to be in school every day and on time for academics. Students should be at school no later than 8:30 a.m. Students entering the building after 8:30 a.m. are late and must be accompanied by an adult and sign in at the main office. Parents and guardians must escort their children to class if the class is in a different building. Students who arrive after 8:40 a.m. will be required to wait in a designated tardy room until the second period class begins. Teachers will not provide missed assignments due to lateness. For excessive tardiness, a mandatory conference with parents and administrators will be required. 8 tardy incidents will equal 1 absence, and if tardiness continues, a student may be retained. Please review the following information as it regards to early dismissal and end of the day dismissal, as well as parking. Please note that the early dismissal cutoff time is 2:45 p.m. For updates regarding school closures caused by inclement weather or other emergencies, please check your email and/or text messages regularly. According to Georgia Department of Education requirements, schools must provide 900 instructional hours of school each year. Imhotep Academy typically exceeds this requirement, scheduling at least 1,100 instructional hours per academic year. As a result, Imhotep can utilize up to 200 hours of school for inclement weather or emergency closings without needing to schedule makeup hours or days. If more than the extra 200 instructional hours are used, additional days may be added to the calendar prior to the end of the school year. When feasible, virtual learning will be implemented during emergency or weather-related closures to maintain academic continuity. Note: tuition will not be adjusted or refunded for school closures due to inclement weather or other emergencies. Curriculum Overview. Imhotep Academy uses the Core Knowledge Curriculum along with Mathematics and Language Arts Common Core State Standards Initiative, Next Generation Science Standards, and Social Studies Standards of Excellence. Lessons from the curriculum are designed to meet the needs of many learners so that all children can reach their maximum potential. There are many cross-curriculum connections which will be integrated into the applicable domain of study. Lessons are facilitated to ensure students experience learning through a variety of resources and strategies. The resources and strategies include, but are not limited to, textbooks, technology, such as using smartboards and computers, manipulative items, projects, presentations, and field trips. Imhotep Academy provides each student with accelerated academics which challenge them on and above their grade level and provide tailored academics to those students whose educational achievements may not meet the standard requirements. Grading, honors, and academic accountability. Grading system. Our grading system is one tool by which we measure the academic achievements of our students. It has been designed to motivate our students to work towards their individual levels of excellence in their academic studies and character development. Students must be enrolled at least 20 days during a grading period to receive a progress report for the current quarter or report card for the semester. However, if transfer grades are received, any grades applied by Imhotep Academy will be averaged with the transfer grades to generate a progress report or report card. Principals List Honor Roll for 2nd through 7th grade students. Students with 90% or better grade point average with an A in all first semester subjects will be placed on the principal's list for recognition during the awards program, which is scheduled during the 2nd semester. Dean's List Honor Roll, which applies to 2nd through 7th grade students. Students with 80 to 89% with A's and B's in the first semester subjects will be placed on the Dean's List for recognition during the awards program, which is scheduled during the 2nd semester. Grading, honors, and academic accountability continued. High academic honors are awarded to our 8th grade students based on the following: valedictorian for the highest grade point average, salutatorian, second highest grade point average, principal's award, third highest grade point average, dean's award, fourth highest grade point average, counselor's award, fifth highest grade point average, and honor roll for maintaining at least a 3.5 grade point average. Award recipients will be determined by April 20th of each year based on cumulative student averages calculated up to that date. Awards will be announced at the 8th grade graduation ceremony. Grading, honors, and academic accountability continue. Please take a moment to review the information on this slide, which includes our expectations regarding homework, submitting late assignments, our academic standard of excellence, efficiency notices, and checking GradeLink. Grading, honors, and academic accountability continued. Please take a moment to review the information on this slide regarding incomplete grades on report cards, our summer school requirements, conferences, and administrator meetings. Grading, honors, and academic accountability continued. Please take a moment to review the information on this slide related to standardized testing, promotion or retention, graduation and grade transition, and withdrawal. Family engagement, communication, and conduct guidelines. Positive interactions, communication, and role modeling. At Imhotep Academy, we believe that a strong partnership between families and school staff is essential to student success. Therefore, parents and guardians are expected to engage in courteous, professional, and respectful communication with teachers, staff, after-school personnel, and coaches at all times. Support a culture of inclusivity and cooperation, helping to create a positive and welcoming environment for all students and families. Exercise discretion and integrity when discussing school-related matters on social media, in GroupMe, or other parent communication groups and in public settings. Respect the privacy and confidentiality of all students, families, staff, and school policies, refraining from sharing sensitive or personal information. By upholding these standards, we work together to model the character and community values we instill in our scholars. Family engagement, communication, and conduct guidelines continue. Please take a moment to review our Parent Code of Conduct for online communication. Family engagement, communication, and conduct guidelines continued. Classroom visits. Parents are encouraged to visit and participate in the learning process of Imhotep Academy students. Please prearrange classroom visits with your child's teacher for a mutually convenient time and date. For safety reasons, when visiting the school, please do not go directly to your child's classroom. Parents, guardians, and visitors may not enter buildings or classrooms without first checking in at the main office. Administrators reserve the right to limit classroom visitation to any parent, guardian, or visitor that interferes with the academic environment of the classroom. All adults, including parent volunteers, need to sign in at the main office. Imhotep also welcomes community volunteers to enrich and supplement the educational program. Please review volunteer requirements and guidelines on the next slide. Parent volunteer requirements and guidelines. Please take a moment to review this information. Family engagement, communication, and conduct guidelines continued. Please take a moment to review our non-disclosure and non-compete agreement for parents and guardians. Family engagement, communication, and conduct guidelines continued. Family-centered practices. Imhotep Academy acknowledges and respects the priorities each family has for their child. Families are encouraged to be supportive when collaborating with staff to ensure that each child has an opportunity for optimum success. Imhotep Academy will communicate with each family and have regular meetings or conferences as needed to discuss the child's successes and challenges. Parent and teacher communication guidelines. Imhotep Academy parent, guardian, and teacher communication guidelines are designed to keep you, the parent guardian, well informed about your child's progress to answer any questions or concerns you may have. Conferences are mandatory. Parents, guardians are required to attend conferences scheduled by administrators, teachers, and/or the school counselor. During drop-off and pickup, teachers need to be attentive to all their students. So always address your questions or concerns to each teacher as soon as possible, but at an appropriate time. If they are unable to answer your questions, they will direct you to an Imhotep administrator. Parents, guardians may request a conference with teachers at any time. However, all conferences must be scheduled in advance. Teachers and staff are actively engaged with students throughout the day and are unable to accommodate unscheduled or impromptu meetings. Additionally, parents, guardians must check in at the main office before entering any building or classroom. If there are unresolved concerns, please contact administrators immediately. Parents, guardians must schedule an appointment when requesting to meet with an administrator. To request a meeting, please call 404-586-9595 or send an email to info@imhotepacademy.net. School communication. Communications, emails, and text messages will be sent through GradeLink, which is Imhotep Academy's student information system. Also, messages will be sent through Microsoft Teams. Other forms of communication teachers may use are listed here. Family engagement, communication, and conduct guidelines continue. Maintaining a safe and positive learning environment. Imhotep Academy strives to foster a safe and positive learning environment for all students, staff, and parents. We value open communication and collaboration, but such interactions must be conducted with respect. For safety reasons, parents, guardians, visitors must check in at the main office before entering any building or classroom. We expect all parents, guardians to treat staff and other parents with courtesy and avoid disruptive behavior. This includes, but is not limited to, verbal abuse, yelling, swearing, insults, or other threatening language toward staff or other parents. Physical altercations, any form of physical aggression toward staff or other parents. Consequences for disruptive behavior. Verbal disrespect or physical altercations will not be tolerated. If such behavior occurs, the following may take place. Verbal warning, a private conversation with the parent guardian to explain the incident and expectations for future conduct. Exclusions from school grounds. In cases of severe verbal abuse or threats, a temporary or permanent ban from entering school buildings will be implemented. Removal of a child from enrollment. In extreme cases, repeated or ongoing disruptive behavior may result in the student's withdrawal from school. Contacting authorities. If necessary, the local police will be contacted for assistance. We encourage open communication and aim to resolve any concerns constructively. However, the safety and well-being of our entire school community is our top priority. If you have any questions or concerns, please don't hesitate to contact a school administrator. Family engagement, communication, and conduct guidelines continued. Child custody issues and domestic disputes. Imhotep Academy prioritizes a safe and secure learning environment for all students and staff. We understand that families may face challenges, including child custody issues and domestic disputes. We also understand that child custody issues and domestic disputes can be emotionally charged situations. However, it is important to remember that school administration and staff are not equipped to mediate or manage these complex situations. In addition, school grounds are not the appropriate venue for resolving these matters. We encourage parents or guardians involved in such situations to utilize appropriate legal channels or seek professional mediation services to navigate these complex issues. If necessary, the local police will be contacted for assistance. While we cannot be involved in mediating these disputes, we encourage open communication with the school if a situation might impact your child's emotional well-being or behavior at school. We can work together to support your child's academic needs during these challenging times. Thank you for your understanding and cooperation in maintaining a positive learning environment for all students. Birthday recognitions. The following information applies to all grade levels. We are always excited to see the warm smiles of Imhotep Academy students on their birthdays. However, due to the size of our enrollment, birthday recognitions will be limited to the following. Students may wear a birthday crown, tiara, button, etc. as acknowledgement of their birthday. Teachers may also have the class sing happy birthday in recognition of the birthday boy or girl. No other recognitions will be allowed, including but not limited to cake, food, snacks during any part of the school day or year. In addition, balloons, party decor, and other birthday activities during any part of the school day or year will not be allowed. As a reminder, birthday parties should be held at home or a venue for special events. Imhotep Academy cannot accommodate parties. This includes any type of special guest. Lunch. Set up a lunch account through Easy School Pay. Please use the guidelines provided to assist you in setting up your account. Add money to your child's account to cover the number of days they plan to eat school lunch. You can add more money to the account at any time according to the instructions. Keep in mind that lunch is $6.75 per day. Students will use their Imhotep student ID number to order lunch. Students may also bring their lunch. Please review the following guidelines regarding students bringing their lunch as well as ordering lunch from outside restaurants. Please keep in mind we are a fish and peanut free school. School party days and special treats. School party days. Imhotep Academy allows 2 school-wide class parties per school year. Parties occur at the end of each semester, December and May. Room parents collaborate with the homeroom teacher to organize food items, class activities, and decorations, etc. for the class parties. Special treats. Special treats outside of class party days, such as pizza, ice cream, cookies, etc., for an entire class or grade level must be approved by Imhotep administration. Note: students are not allowed to sell candy, snacks, toys, etc. to other students at Imhotep Academy unless it is during an approved event such as IA Wall Street. Field trips. Each grade level participates in several face-to-face and virtual field trips per year. Your child must earn the privilege to go on each field trip. A student may be eliminated from participating based on behavior. Parents will be notified. Students must be in full Imhotep uniform to participate in each field trip. Chaperones may be required to attend for some students. Please note, siblings are not allowed to accompany parents who are chaperoning field trips. Due to reservation requirements, field trips may not be paid for on the day of the trip. Recess, extracurricular activities, and athletic activities. Recess, or outdoor play. Students in pre-K through 5th grade participate in outdoor recess breaks at least one time per day, weather permitting. Teachers will provide breaks for 6th through 8th grade students as needed. Students should have outside wear that is suited for the weather to allow daily outdoor play. At the teacher's discretion, students may be left in the office if they are not dressed appropriately for outdoor play. Teachers may also leave students in the office if the air quality is not suitable for health conditions such as asthma and allergies to pollen, etc. If the weather is not conducive for outdoor play, students will participate in an indoor recess activity such as dance, shake breaks, etc. Extracurricular and possible athletic activities. Imhotep Academy offers all students an opportunity to develop their abilities and skills through participation in a variety of seasonal sports and activities. All coaches, club sponsors, and activity coordinators must meet with administrators for approval of activities. Our STEAM-based after-school program, Plus Side Learning, offers cheerleading, martial arts, robotics, chess, TV production, dance, and art. Other activities include basketball, soccer, and track. Student Ambassador Program. This program consists of students who serve as representatives for our school. Each year, students will be invited to apply for ambassadorship. This prestigious position will be awarded to those students demonstrating the following. Eligibility requirements. A minimum of 1 faculty or staff recommendation. Be in good standing. academic attendance, and behavior. Have a strong desire to be a leader or great representative for Imhotep Academy. Enrolled in 6th through 8th grade. Role requirements. Knowledgeable about the history of Imhotep Academy, comfortable with public speaking, knowledge of current events, passion for history, willingness to research a variety of topics, available to represent Imhotep Academy at various community events. Appointed student ambassadors must reapply for their position each year. An Imhotep Academy student ambassador can have his or her position revoked for exhibiting behavior not becoming of an ambassador. Membership in the National Junior Honor Society is one of the highest honors that can be awarded to a middle school student. Imhotep Academy is a duly chartered and affiliated chapter of this prestigious national organization. Students in grades 6, 7, and 8 are eligible for membership. Projects and programs. Projects. All students are expected to participate in individual, small group, and class projects as assigned. Examples of projects include the annual academic fair, which includes science, math, technology, and social studies projects, classroom projects in all subject areas, and book reports, etc. Other projects might include foreign language projects, cultural research, art, media arts, etc. Students will receive grades for their project submissions. Programs. Students are expected to participate in the Kwanzaa and Heritage Performing Arts programs annually. The programs include performances such as reciting from memory monologues, poems, and speeches, as well as singing, dancing, and playing musical instruments. Other programs consist of grade level performances such as poetry slams, Black history, cultural, and mini plays. Spring recital, band concerts, Grandparents' Day, etc. Dates will be announced for all programs. Parents and guardians and community members are welcome to attend programs. Please note, most projects and programs require funds from students for materials, costumes, and/or wardrobe. Most programs require an admission fee to cover the cost of decorations, chair or stage rental, and special guests. Books, materials, telephone usage, and devices. Books and materials. Textbooks must be ordered and paid for according to the textbook ordering process. If a book is lost, parents must submit to the office a written statement including the name of the lost book, name of the parent, and student name. Books will only be reordered at cost, including shipping fee, and must be paid for in advance. Students are required to have books and other instructional materials based on their grade level and class requirements. This includes, but is not limited to, books, laptop computers, art supplies, and musical instruments, etc. Imhotep will not accept responsibility for replacing lost, damaged, or stolen books, computers, musical instruments, or any other materials. Telephone usage, prohibited electronic devices policy. Students are not permitted to bring cell phones into the school building. If a student needs to contact a parent or guardian during the school day, he or she must obtain permission to use the school phone. Parents and guardians who need to communicate with their child during the school day should contact the main office. All student-parent communication must be facilitated through the main office. In the event of an emergency, a staff member will contact the parent or guardian as necessary. Parents are encouraged to discuss any changes to dismissal or transportation arrangements with their child before the school day begins. Forgotten homework and or other personal items are not considered emergencies. Wireless and Bluetooth-enabled devices, including but not limited to cell phones, iPads, tablets, AirPods, wireless headphones, smartwatches, gaming devices, and similar electronics, are prohibited on campus. These devices create unnecessary distractions and interfere with the learning environment. Any electronic device brought to campus must be submitted at the beginning of the school day and will be secured in a designated device locker. Students who fail to turn in a device and are found in possession of one during the school day will have the device confiscated and sent to the main office. The device must be picked up by a parent or guardian. Failure to surrender a prohibited device will result in an automatic suspension. Imhotep Academy assumes no responsibility for electronic devices that are lost, stolen, or damaged while on campus or at any school-sponsored event. Additionally, inappropriate use of school computers, technology resources, or internet access, including but not limited to accessing social media, cyberbullying, viewing inappropriate content, or visiting unauthorized websites may result in disciplinary action up to and including suspension or expulsion. Imhotep Academy Music Policy. Music is a unique way of communicating that can inspire and motivate children. It is a vehicle for personal expression and it can play an important part in the personal development of people. Music reflects the culture and society in which we live. Imhotep Academy believes that the music your child is exposed to at school should reflect the values set forth by our institution. Please note the following restrictions will take place for all school events and activities on and off campus. Please use this policy as a guide when planning, assisting, or monitoring any activity including school children. Transportation and hold harmless policy. Employee use of personal vehicles. Policy statement. Imhotep Academy is committed to ensuring the safety and well-being of all students and staff. To uphold this commitment and comply with applicable laws and regulations, Imhotep Academy prohibits employees from transporting students in personal vehicles under any circumstances. Please take a moment to review the details on the remainder of this slide as well as the next two slides. Transportation and hold harmless policy continued. Please take a moment to review the details as outlined on this slide. Transportation and hold harmless policy continued. Please take a moment to review the details as outlined on this slide. Note, this policy is subject to revision at the school administration's discretion. Discipline, Code of Student Conduct. Discipline is handled in a positive manner which is consistent with each student's developmental needs. Clear behavioral rules and regulations are set. We encourage self-control and peaceful means. Imhotep expects respectful conduct and will not tolerate improper behavior at any time. All discipline notifications will be in writing. The following procedures and penalties will be imposed. Discipline, Code of Student Conduct continued. A student may be suspended or expelled without warning for the following misconduct and behavior infractions. Please take a note to review the list of gross misconduct and improper behavior. Discipline, Code of Student Conduct continued. A safe learning environment requires that certain items not be permitted at school. Parents are asked to ensure that the following items do not come to school: electronic games, unless requested by a teacher, cell phones, toys, or candy. If taken by any Imhotep staff, parents must come in for the return of items. Imhotep Student Health and Wellness Policy. Imhotep realizes that there are many times when it is in the best interest of your child to keep him or her home from school due to illness. We must also provide a healthy environment for all students. Therefore, the following health policy supports the educational process by enhancing the health of all children. Please take a moment to review this slide and the next slides that continue with information regarding the Imhotep Student Health and Wellness Policy. Uniforms. All uniform items may be purchased through Flynn O'Hara Uniforms at www.flynnohara.com or on site at 6311 Roswell Road, Sandy Springs, Georgia. Uniforms are to be worn during school hours unless permission is given by administration for free dress. All students need a minimum of 3 uniforms. Be sure that your child leaves home dressed appropriately. No student may attend school without their complete uniform. There will be no exceptions. Any student observed out of uniform will be removed from class and sent to the office and possibly sent home. A student may not return to class until the uniform infraction is corrected. Please take a moment to review the next few slides, which include uniform guidelines. The ultimate student. Every morning, students begin their day with our morning devotion, which includes singing the Black National Anthem, Lift Every Voice and Sing, along with a series of positive affirmations. Those affirmations are meant to get their day started on a positive note. Students end their positive affirmations reciting the ultimate student. The ultimate student exemplifies every expectation that we have for our Imhotep ultimate students. A larger view of the ultimate student is available in your parent handbook. Thank you for reviewing our parent handbook. It is our dedication to ensure that our students continue a rigorous program that will yield a foundation for future success. We look forward to continuing to provide your family with an amazing educational option. Your child's education and safety are our top priority. Educationally yours, Imhotep Academy, home of the ultimate student.